Hey guys, me again, Orc Slayer. What if where we last left off? Let's see. Checking. Where we last left off, Deku. They went through the provisional license exam. Deku fought. No, he didn't fight Bakugo. He talked Bakugo down from fighting. Then he stayed out the fight with Mirio, not seeing a point in it. And he also then, with Night Eye, pretty much shot Night Eye straight in the chest and got that thing done. Now they're going on patrol. No. What Deku and Mirio are doing is, they get the info about Chizaki and go on their little patrol. Deku's like, so, we just gonna walk around this area and not look for anything? We just walk? He's like, yep, that's all there is to it. He's like, alright then, let's go. As they continue on, Deku says, so nothing important? Nope. We just walk around and hope for everything for the best. As then Deku and them still run across Eri. Deku's like, are you okay? As he helps her up. And then he sees Shizaki. He's like, oh, this is a bad situation. He's like, hello, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Huntsman. This is Lemillion. It's a pleasure to meet you. And you are? And he's like, name's Chizaki. He's like, well, Chizaki, it's good to meet you. As he holds out his hand. As Shizaki shakes it, he's like, yes, pleasure. As he's like, oh, is this your kid? She's like, yeah. He's like, yes. As Deku lets go, she seems a bit caught up. She seems scared. What was she bad? As Deku's thinking, I could just shoot the guy. As then Mirio's like, sorry for getting in the way, sir. As he's like, hey, as there's a little bit of a explosion. As Mirio was like, Huntsman, come on. As he's like, alright, see you. As she wouldn't let go for a sec, he's like, as he says, we'll be back. And in a very whispered tone, as he's like, hey, it's alright. Your dad's gonna be just fine. As he leans in and pats her on the back, he's like, stay safe. We'll be back for you later. As he runs away, Mirio, I'm coming. Well, Lemillion, I'm coming. As he brings out his guns, he's like, oh, they're in the air. Oh, it looks like they're trying to get away. As Deku fires at the car, he's like, he shoots several times. He's like, dang it. Lemillion, as he shoots a grappling hook to the back of the car, and he's like, I got it. As then he starts he pretty much starts getting pulled along, as he's sliding and he's climbing up, since he had a thing that allowed him to shoot his rope he has. As he got closer, he's like, pull over. As he's like, we're clear of people, it seems. As he switches his pistols, bullets that they have in there for real bullets. As he's just like, he was given a few of them, and well, I'll actually scratch it. I'll say these specialized bullets that they have can affect engines and such. So he starts smashing down on the hood as he got in front of the car. See how you like this? As he bashes on the front, pretty much smashing down on it with a lot of force, until he takes his knife, jams it, and is somehow able to pry it open just enough. As he fires several shots, as the car goes to a skittering halt, as it kind of flips, he's like, oh shit. As he jumps off and rolls, he's like, well, that could have been worse. As he walks over to the thing, there's no real damage to the area. He just walks over and ties the two villains up. He's like, that was fun. Hey, Lemillion. Hey, Lemillion, get a picture of me, would you? First day on the job. As Lemillion's like, sure. As he's like stands there like he just hunted a couple of game. As they're like laying face like on the ground, like belly, like face flat on the ground, he's like standing on the car, just like holding up one of his guns. He's like, as Lemillion's like, thanks. He's like, thanks, Deku. He's like, what about that girl? He's like, listen, let's either deal with this or possibly get killed with him. We'll find her though. No, I slipped or something. As in that small time, Deku gave her a little thing. As with that, like how he heard how Momo got the tracker and such on the Nomu, he decided to grab a few himself. He's like, look, as he shows them the thing, we'll know exactly where they are. Hopefully. That we should be able to track him down though, alright? He's like, alright, Deku. He's like, good. Oh, let's get going. As they continue onward, as Eri is able to keep it hidden, as she like pretty much as he like had her like hand for a little bit, he like sleight of hand, thankfully he's like able to like somehow get it in there, like down her sleeve, something without Chizaki knowing. As he's like, don't let him find it, and we'll find you later. As he went to go deal with that thing. As she's like, alright. As she walked with Overhaul, a lot less scared than Overhaul would realize. As they got back to Night Eye and showed him, like, the thing is like, the tracker, the thing has a long range, but it's just like barely still in range. How many miles does it have on the thing? I have no clue exactly. Let's see. A lot. I'm not gonna bother explaining it. So what? You want us to go, what, tracking for him? He's like, if possible, we got the information on where his base is. If you have concrete... Oh, sorry, Dad, I'm kind of tired. If you have concrete evidence against him, we can go after him. We just need a group. A posse, if you would. A posse. Like, alright, Midoriya, fine. He's like, it's Huntsman, we'll just go with that. As they get that squared away, as they all go through the whole thing, as Night Eye, or Centipede guy, I forget his exact name, it's a weird name, Centipede, explains that Huntsman here was able to get a tracking device to the kid. As Deku Muriel hears about the whole Quirk erasing bullets, Deku's angry. He's like, as Rocklock still tries to say, you had him in your reach and yet you still didn't do anything, is like one of the things Rocklock does. Deku tries to argue back, hey, listen, what was I supposed to do? Shoot him? Like, come on, think about it logically. Muriel really couldn't make a move, and like, we were close to him, yeah, but that means he was close to us. I don't know his exact quirk. I think it was like breaking down matter or something with a single touch. So that means if I even get grazed by him, say goodbye to me. I understand we gotta prioritize citizens, but that is a lose-lose situation. Either we get him down, but he's able to kill one of us, or he gets us down and causes quite a bit of damage. Not a very good scenario. And besides, I prefer one of us not die on the first day of the job. As Rocklock is shut down, as they all have to like work together. As Deku's sitting there at the table with his guns, he's like, as he's like kicking his foot on the ground, as it's like, Deku, it's okay. It's like, it's not okay, Kirishima. Oh, he's like, I should have shot him with my real bullets if I had some. But you don't have any? Nope. None at all. Why? It's like, oh, they say I'm not good, not on patrols, I'm not allowed to have them, but apparently Night Eye's getting some things to apparently say I can use them out in public. Well, not out in public, but out in situations like this, just in case, because they're all worried about me shooting a civilian. It's like, if a civilian getting shot is a bad thing, yes, but I really need real bullets. These shock rounds can only do so much. That's unless they're amped up to as high as they can go, and that at the point is pretty much just a full-on body shock, like equivalent to several tasers worth in a single bullet. Not even just a couple, like I'd say 6, maybe 7 taser shots. And if I don't know for most people, but that typically would probably kill a few people. And that's when they're fully maxed out. I typically have a lot less to work with, man. It's like, anyways, we'll just have to keep our heads. Okay, Murio's like, I know, Midoriya. He's like, good. Now let's get this over with. As they're sent off after, like, over the time, they're still planning, training and such. People still try to get information out of them. They still keep their lips sealed. Deku and them are eventually, like, sent after them. As they're going into the bases and such, like, when that first big guy comes out, Deku uses his lasso and, like, grabs him out of the air. He's like, got you, mate. As he fires at the guy, he's like, hey, whoever, take him down. As he shoots the guy several times in the face, as he gets up after feeling those, like, pretty much, as these things are fully charged shots now, they're like, they don't care if some of them die, like, they'll just write it off as a killing, well, an accidental death in the line of resisting heroes. As Ryu takes care of the muscle guy, they all go downstairs. It's like, come on guys, let's get moving, as they fight their way through the thing. Kirishima still dealing with the whole, group. As Deku, like, initially helps Aizawa take care of that group of guys by shooting them. Then you got, as for that, other guy with the, how he moves the room around, Deku and Kirishima, by the way, like, when it came to that wall, Deku pretty much put a charge on it as it just blew a hole in that wall. It was made to, like, go inward, so that way not everyone goes deaf from the explosion. As Deku's like, keep moving. As he's like, wait up, Mirio, don't get ahead of yourself, as they're constantly firing. Deku and them still get separated as they do. And as for the guy, like I said, the guy who moves the room around, Deku's like, oh, I see him. But as Deku became pretty aware of how to get to the guy, like, soon, but it's just because there was so much moving parts, he never got a clear shot, as he's like, alright. He's like, Aizawa. As he takes up action, he's like been giving more lethal weapons at this point. He's like, as he throws a flashbang up in the air and a smoke, as he turns on his not smoke, but flashbang, as the guy's like doing that weird scream, like Kia, or however he sounds. As he stops, as the entire room stops for a second, as Deku's like, this is my chance, as he throws several, like, knockout grenades. As the guy, like, smells the knockout gas, he's like, no, as he goes falling out of the sky. As Deku's like, get him restrained now, as he runs off again. They come in contact with the League of Villains, as they typically would, with Rocklock, or with Toga doing the whole trying to slice at Midoriya, saying, "Oh, you're the guy from last time," as he's like, "Oh," as he shoots her in the foot, as then he's just kicked in the face by her. He's like, or actually cut on the face, just barely missing his eye. He's like, "That hurt, almost got me." As then Aizawa tries to do the whole thing, but she still does the acrobatic thing. Deku's like, "What's up?" As she runs away, he's like, as he fires several shots, "Get back here, Toga!" It's like, damn it, she keeps on getting away. He reloads. As he's about to give chase, he's like, "Oh, shit, Mirio." As he starts running the other way, "Wait here for the other guys, Aizawa. I gotta go help that Mirio guy." And she's like, "Hopefully it ain't too late." As he comes across where Mirio's like battling not all from one overhaul and such, he fires at the guy with the gun. He's like, "My guns are better, bitch." As he arrived much sooner, thankfully. Like, I'll switch it up a bit. As Mirio was fighting that guy, Deku was like hauling ass there. He's like, "Get there, get there." As he eventually came across Mirio and Eri. As Deku like sees the guy about to shoot, Deku's like, as he fires, the gun is knocked out of his hand. He's like, "Good." As he fires at Overhaul, who immediately makes a wall around him, he's like, "This ain't Mirio, get the girl out of here." He's like, "Deku, why don't you?" He's like, "'Cause you're the one having trouble here. Now I got guns, I'll make it even." As he shoots the guy a couple of times, then he's like, "Overhaul, right? So, how about we settle this the ye old-fashioned way? You get your gun, I get my gun." As Overhaul's like, "Not gonna happen." He's like, "Was worth a shot." As he's like, "So, draw." As he starts firing, then Overhaul immediately starts making walls and spikes come at him. He's like, "You're pretty good, but I've been training for years. I can tell you ain't in shape, and you ain't fast enough to get after me." As he's like, "Now, how about I start getting some real bullets?" As he takes out some armor piercing or AP guns or AP bullets. As he starts firing and starts cracking through the cement like nobody's business. As one actually goes like through the side of one, or close to a really thin one, or a thinner one, as it goes straight through the little thing of concrete and immediately gets Shizaki in his shoulder. He's like, "Ah!" As Deku's like, "Hollow points now," as he starts firing hollow points, as he gets Shizaki a few times. Once in the leg, once in the shoulder again, and once in the hand. Or around the wrist area, almost blowing his wrist off. These are some high power weapons. As immediately, like, he loses all, like, Shizaki can't move his hand at all. He's like, "Damn it." As he tries to reform his hand, he's like, "That hurts, Midoriya, Huntsman." He's like, "Well, you hurt that girl, I'm pretty sure, so ain't no mercy. I don't have any mercy for scumbags like you." He fires several more times. Eventually able to switch to a shock round and nail Shizaki right in the head. As he's just completely doubled over, sort of like shaking. As Deku walks over and punches him in the face. As eventually Shizaki, thankfully, through Deku and such, he was able to be knocked out. There was no need for, like, Ryu and all them descending down from up above and such. He was able to take care of the two people. He's like, "That's how I do it." As he, like, hog ties him for now, until eventually, like, the police put the special handcuffs on Shizaki. With eventually Shigaraki and them still doing the thing. Now, this is where I typically end things off at. This series will be done for now. And I think I'm going to do another Deku series after this one. Like, to get like a little bit of a break from the bells. I'm trying to decide on something to do for the bells. Like another Because I got a lot of ideas for the Deku's what if that their numbers need to be thinned down. So if one box gets too full, I'm gonna start focusing on it, and the Deku box is pretty full at the moment, so I'll start focusing on them. But anyways, I hope y'all have enjoyed this. Hope y'all continue to enjoy these. I hope y'all have a nice day, nice night, nice life.